end table 2. There we go. All right, so let's look at the hands here. Draw Omaha High, we're not going to get into too much. Double board Omaha. We go back over. And we're going to set this to limit Omaha High, and we're going to set this to 6 max. If it does go full fold, I don't think we have any limps. We do have some limps there. There are some limps, 8.1%, so I'm a little bit off. So, actually, this just looks so bad. So what I'm going to do over here is just do this, and then we'll make it smaller for you guys. All right. Maybe make it a little bit bigger here. All right. So there are some limps there. I thought there honestly would be none. But let's take a look real quick. Actually, I don't even want to look at it. Let's do this. Limp, call. And the first thing we can do is let's just go to the end of the hand. And 9885. Let's see what his hand is. So if we look at the 9885. Sorry, here. Let's look at his hand first. He's in the small blind. 9885. I think it's probably a raise. It's mostly a raise, as we can see over here. Does do some calling, and again, like the difference between when you start getting into the mixes, for the most part, they're usually going to be the same EV. It doesn't really matter too much. So his hand is actually fine. I just usually default raise because for me it's just a little bit easier to remember. And then King Queen 4-6 again. If our opponent has limps, then I think my raise here is actually a mistake, but we'll find out. With King Queen 6-4. King Queen 6-4. That's too much. 6-4. It does actually raise. Yeah, actually it does like raising a little bit more. So even with the queen high suits here, we can see almost 10 per 100. So definitely pretty close here. But yeah, it does actually elect to raise my hand. So good on us there for that first one. Let's look over here. Queen 8-6-7 in the cutoff. 6-8-7. That's no, I gotta do this wrong. Sorry guys. Full fold. This is 6-handed ranges again. 4-handed ranges are going to be a little bit different, but for the most part, we can always extrapolate roughly where they're going to be at. It's not like it changes too much anything. It does fold the queen high suits. Again, this is probably where it's like really close, given the fact that the difference here is between this version of this hand in a 4-handed game versus 6-handed game. We can basically see here the raise is like, you know, it's 2 per 100, a mistake theoretically, but I think in a 4-handed game it's going to go up a little bit, so it's probably close to just break even, not necessarily that big of a deal. So let's go previous Queen Jack 10 Deuce. I think we opened this one, and I think we just got that one through. But one thing you can look at here is if we go over to the fold, and one thing that you can do is if you look at the hand ranges, let's just go to 3 big cards, right? Let's go down here. Yeah. Let's go to, is there numeric? Broadway count. Let's go 3. Okay, let's just do 3. And even if we just make the hand 3 Broadway cards, can we hand features? Broadway has ace, false. Let's see if we can do that a little bit more. And it looks like we can. So the numeric characters, we got 3 big cards. No ace, basically, and has no pair, false. Now we can see we're still raising 96% of the combos. So again, this is a super useful tool to filter it out and see like what combos are we raising. And basically, it's like any 3 big cards. I'm trying to see if there's a 9 in here. They do, yeah, they don't consider the 9 as a big card as well. So basically, any 10 jack, queen, king version without the ace, there, it's just going to be opening. So super useful to look at that one there. What else we got? Ace, king, king, 7. Nothing to say there. That's an easy one. This is an easy defend. Oh, you know what, though? We might pull up stud flop draw. Let me see if I can find stud flop draw here. Because one of the things I do want to look at is, again, let's look at the equity that we are given on this later street. And when we are facing the stud flop draw. Don't make me log in. Sweet. All right, double board. Odds calculators. Double board games. The first thing I want to do, theoretically, oh, it's all right. Let's go double board Omaha. Hand 1 is, we'll do my hand. I'm gonna, let's see here. Let's go over here and we'll do, yeah, there we go. Let's do, there we go. All right, we're gonna fix this one for you guys as well. We'll put this one just here. Again, sorry for the window issue, but we're doing this on the fly. So we have the queen, the jack, the 3, the 10 of hearts, save hand 1. Hand 2, we're going to give him a top, we'll say 25% range here. Short-handed, yeah, this looks good. The top board, we have the king of clubs, 8 of spades, 4 of spades, 8 of hearts. Bottom board, we have the 2, 3, 6, 10 of diamonds. Let's see our equity here. Run it. 31.07%. All right, so pretty sure we're getting that price. Looking at the calculator, it looks like we're going to have, so about 48.12. We're getting roughly 4-1, which means we have about 20% equity here. Yeah, this looks like a mistake on the fold. Again, it's going to be one of those situations to very hard to play river spots, but you know, and again, like the thing is like you're probably not going to realize some of your equity. I guess if we do make any pair on the top board, though, going over here, if we do make a pair on the top board, we might call the river there, given the fact that we have 2 pair down below. So, yeah, I think this is probably a small mistake. Kind of just looking at the equity. Again, how I do this is basically my 12 is going to go in the middle. Just say for round numbers, there's 48. If I put my 12 in the middle, that's going to be 60. The odds are 4-1, which means the probability is 1 to 5. 1 divided by 5 is 20. Getting 31% basically against that range right there means that I have definitely enough equity to continue. So I should have definitely called with 2 pair there. So small mistake there. Just thinking that we have like no equity on the top board though made me think that it was a mistake. I don't think there's anything here for the most part. No, this was just a interesting one. See if there's any other hands. Deuce to 7, right? I don't think so. Let's go over to the which one was this? This was let's go here. Let's take a look what we got. Yeah, not too much here. That's pretty standard hand, I would say. Oh, I do want to give. Okay, let's give a. All right, Chicky, we're gonna check your hand out real quick. Limit 08. You might have been playing the wrong game. You never know. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. But if it goes fold, and then you are on the button with the queen, jack, jack 7. Again, the rainbow. You can see it's folding all of it. Basically, the double suited's break even. But if you open that one from the button, this is just for everyone just going forward. You're losing about half of a small blind. If the dummy and the big blind just going to keep calling you down with 2 pair, though, then yeah, I mean, in that situation, then you might be making it up. Probably not, but just more of a joke. Anyways, all right. Let's see if we got any other interesting ones here. Ace 4, 10, 10. Nothing really to do there. I think we played that one good. Okay, queen, queen, 10, 8. That was one that I did want to look up. So let's go back over here. This is it's effectively 5 max. So we'll do 6 max ranges. And let's go. Are we hijack? We're hijack. Queen, queen, 10, 8. Queen, queen, 10, 8. It does open, but again, it's just a very small winner. So again, we're not missing out on a ton of equity there. If we had queen, queen, 10, 9, again, like a better structured hand. It actually folds queen, queen, 10, 9, but it plays queen, queen, 10, 8. That's very interesting. Queen, queen, 10, jack. I would have opened that without looking at it. That is a definite open. And then we were talking about like the queen, queen, jack, jack hands. You know, pushing a ton of equity here, like even the single suited it's playing. And the difference here is the queen, queen, 10, 8 double suited had about 4 per 100, where in this situation, the queen, queen, jack, jack, it has about 5 times more equity in that situation by playing that hand versus the queen, queen, 10, 8 double suited, and then the queen, queen, jack, jack has a fair bit more equity as well. All right, let's go back over here. Let's see if there's anything else. No. No. This is an interesting one, but I think I'd review that one for a later date. I don't think, I'm checking stud flop drop, but I don't think it has drama duty. I don't think it has Archie 9-9, Archie 6-6. No, it doesn't have the drama games yet, so it's kind of buyer beware. That's why you guys come see me. Let's see, deuce seven. Let's see here. This was the 3-8 hand I think you guys were talking about for the most part, but I'm not going to really dive into that one too much right now. But let's see. Double board Omaha. Got to walk. King, queen, 10, 6. Raise, call. Not much. Ace 3, 5, 7. This is definitely one that's a fold, but we can take a look here and see what combos it does play. Again, just like sometimes what we want to do is we just want to look this over. And this is heads up. We want 6 max. Fold, fold, fold. Ace 3, 5, 7. I gotta go make dinner. This is probably one of the last hands, honestly. It does open in the suited aces, again pushing a fair bit, but then everything else below that is a pretty big mistake to open. Is there any other ones that we want to look at? I'm pretty sure that, yeah, that's just a fold. Nothing too much there. Hello, Chicky. Let's see. That one's one of the sweetest hands ever. Drum high. Let's see if there's one more in there we can take a look at. Study. Not looking really at the study versions. Badacy. Badoogie, not too much. All right, guys, as always, if you like what you see, please like and subscribe. Questions or comments, leave them below. You can always reach out to learnmixgames@gmail.com. You can always record up to 1 hour in Phenom and send it in for a free review. And if you use code LMG at registration and have not yet, you get 2 free hours of Mixed Games coaching. Also, if you want to go to the lab, use code LMG or use the link in one of the socials, and that will take you there. That just helps me out and helps the channel out. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. Good luck at the tables. We'll talk to you soon. Play well, especially you, Chicky. Bye-bye.